Hey guys, today we're talking about Yorkshire expressions. Now if you don't know, Yorkshire is a region in the north of England and it's where I am originally from. So what we're going to do, we're going to look at 20 different Yorkshire expressions. We'll tell you what they mean and how you can use them in your day-to-day conversations. Let's get into it. Okay, so I've got my list of 20 different expressions from Yorkshire here. The first one is Bagsy. So to Bagsy something means to claim it for yourself. So you're saying, I am going to have that one. Hey lad, Bagsy front seat of car. I want the front seat of the car. So the next word we're looking at is bog. Now bog is simply a toilet, a loo. So an example of how you would use this, hang about lads, I'm off to bog. Our next word is bereat. Now this simply means be all right. How would we use this in a sentence? Yeah, don't worry about it, it'll be right. So our next couple of words are very common in Yorkshire. They are brew and cuppa. These simply refer to a hot beverage, usually a cup of tea. So how can we use these words, brew and cuppa, in a sentence? Let's have a look. Make us a brew, love. Hey mate, fancy a cuppa? So you might ask someone, would you like a brew? Would you like a cuppa? Our next word is Butty. Now in Yorkshire, in Leeds, I wouldn't necessarily pronounce the T's, so I would probably call it a butty, rather than a butty. But a butty or a butty is simply a sandwich. So a sausage butty is a sausage sandwich. Let's see an example of this in a sentence. Can I have a sausage butty please, mate? Now, Chudi is one that I've not heard for a while. It's one I used to hear a lot at school. Chudi is chewing gum. So, can I have a chudi simply means can I have a chewing gum. You got any chudi, mate? In Yorkshire we tend to drop off a lot of letters in our words. So for example, down to thee becomes down, down. I'm off down pub simply means I'm going down to the pub. Let's see this in action. Hey mate, I'm off down pub, you gonna come? Here's one I forgot to do, chuffed. If you're happy about something, if you are pleased about it, then you would say you are chuffed. Yeah, he's really chuffed, he just got a new job. Our next phrase that we're looking at is "ay up." It is a greeting, it means hello. Let's have a look at someone greeting another person with this phrase. Hey up lad, how are you doing? Haven't seen you in ages. Okay, faffing about. Now this is one that you'd hear your parents telling you off for. You're getting ready to go out somewhere as a family and they'd say, hurry up, stop faffing about. Now, faffing about simply means messing about. You are taking too long with something. You are messing about, you are faffing about. How can we use faffing about in a sentence? Let's have a look. Will you please stop faffing about? We're going to be late. As we've mentioned, in Yorkshire, we tend to condense words. We abbreviate. And another example of this would be the word give. We will often reduce the word give down to gi. Gi. So, gimme me shoes simply means give me my shoes. Gimme me shoes. Our next word is the word Guinel. So what is a Guinel? A Guinel is an alleyway. A snicket is another word that is sometimes used for it. A Guinel is an alleyway, usually between two houses, and it will allow you to cut through from one street to another street. That is a Guinel, the passageway that you walk through between those two houses. So let's see how this sentence can be used. This is what we used to say in school quite a lot. We'd say, he's having a cig in Guinel. He's having a cig in Guinel. He's having a cigarette in the Guinel. Another example of contractions is in the becoming in. In. So, where are you? I'm in pub. Where are you? I'm in doctor's office. I'm in the doctor's office. So in the becomes in. Notice again, we don't pronounce that T, it's not int. In some parts of Yorkshire it might be, but in Leeds, where I am from, we do not pronounce that T. We say in. I'm in doctor's office. I'm in pub. Now here's another word that you will hear quite a lot in Yorkshire, and it is lass. So what is a lass? A lass is a girl. So you might use it in relation to your wife, your girlfriend. Someone might ask you, how's your lass? Meaning, how is your wife, how is your girlfriend? Hey, how's your lass doing? Yeah, our lass is doing well, thanks. Another well-known Yorkshire word is Maddie. Now Maddie means moody, miserable, a little bit grumpy. So if someone is moody, you would describe them as Maddie. Ah, you're so Maddie. Now, if you want to say nothing, in Yorkshire we will often use the word no. No. Again, the T is not particularly pronounced. We don't usually, in Leeds, we would not say note. We say no. Okay, so let's see an example of this being used. So what are you up to today? Not much. Not much. The opposite of no is oh. If you wanted to ask someone, are you doing anything today? We would probably say, are you doing out today? Are you doing out today? So no means nothing, and oh means anything. A very well-known Yorkshire expression is put wood in hull. Put wood in hull. It simply means put the wood in the hole. It is referring to closing the door. Close the door, put the wood in the hole, close the door. Let's hear that expression in a bit more of a Yorkshire accent. Put wood in the hole, will you? And another word that is used a lot is un. Un. It simply means one. He's a good un is what you would say. Meaning he is a good one. He's a good lad. He's a good person. He's a good un. So those are our 20 Yorkshire expressions. I hope you've liked the video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and consider subscribing to the channel. I'll see you in the next one.